In today's video, we are using junk to make a top tuck and 2 inserts, and I also show you how I add a page to a journal. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie, and here we are. We are on top tuck. So we need a top tuck with 2 inserts. And again, I want to thank Darlene for putting this into the file section so that we can just go and pull it out. And so we are a top tuck with 2 inserts today. And I believe I showed you that I had one of the calendar pages that I am going to probably put a top tuck on. Because it has so much perfect space for it. Of course, now I can't find it. It's going to be the last one, right? So this one. So putting a top tuck here. But I wanted to show you, I mean, that's just, I will probably do that. But I wanted to show you something different. So I have my coloring book page. It is a square. So we're going to need to cut it down to fit. But I was thinking, let's see, we could go ahead and take one of our pages. Okay, so first thing I want to do is I want to trim this down so that it's the same size as what we're working with here. And so let's start by cleaning up this little piece here. Okay, so we're just going to clean that piece off. Let's make it straight. Okay, so there we go. I cleaned that up. And then we'll need to pull this out. You know what? I think I needed to pull this down this way. I think I noticed that in the last video. So sorry about that if you watched the last video and I was not down far enough. Okay, so we want everything to be 8.5. I'm going to leave the margin down here on the bottom and cut from the top, okay? I've got to find the other thing because this one, it moves. Okay, so I have my coloring book page. I have my calendar page. Now, I don't cover my calendar pages. I like them the way they are, so I am not going to cover them. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use this to give me a pocket on that calendar page. The cool thing about this inside pocket on this calendar page is I make room for something else to be here, right? But I also still have, I can still use that as journaling space. So this just, it's like just a hair off. I'm just going to cut it. Okay, so I have decided that I want my coloring page to be on the right hand side. To me, this is like where the best pages go because most people are going to see that side first. And so I'm going to put usually going to put the best things on the right hand side. Usually going to put the best things on the right hand side. Okay, make sure you cut out that business card, Julie. Okay, Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue that in. We now have added a page into the journal. It's attached to some other pages. We now have a pocket happening here, which I really like when we do that. And we have this happening with this little flip. Now, what I'm going to do today is add just a little bit of glue here. Okay, I am going to put my top tuck right here. And so I'm excited about it going there. Because it won't cover this up except for the insert will. We'll still have our space that we can write. And we still can add a flip-flop here. So, and that's a possibility. Okay, so just so you, I don't know if you noticed, but this is the bubble wrap coffee dyed paper. I don't think you've seen the coffee dyed video yet, but this is bubble wrapped. I took bubble wrap and I had coffee grounds with water in it. So, but it's mostly, it was like mostly coffee grounds with just enough water to make it wet. And I did the bubble wrap with the coffee and the coffee grounds, let it dry, and then the coffee grounds I pulled off. And that was my best way of using that. So I tried a few different ways, and so you will see that in the coffee dyeing pages video. I'm trying to do you know, the usual things, but giving you some other twists. We have so many people that are new this time that are following along. They might not be in the group yet, but they're following along. They've been coming in and telling us in the chat, and then you know, because I asked the questions for you to be able to get in the chat, I've had several people answer there as well. So I'm using the little box that was a gift wrapping that Tom got for one of his Christmas gifts from work or from people at work. So let's see, we can save this because I don't need that. Okay, and so remember, this is a just junk journal. So imagine you don't have all the amazing things that you can buy or you may have bought at you know, at the craft stores and things. Okay, so I cut this down as it was. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and just glue that down. That's gonna give me the top tuck. Okay, now remember, all of our elements have to have at least 3 embellishments on them. I forgot to do that with the wallet that day, so I will go back and check. So you may see the wallet come back up because all of our elements are supposed to have 3 embellishments on the element. Okay, and elements are everything that has been done to it. So it can be staples, it can be you know, a postage stamp, it can be, you know, any of the things, fabric, adding a pocket, all those different things. Okay, so I'm gonna go with, there we go. Okay, so now we need two inserts. Okay, so I'm going to start with my barn here. Oh, I just randomly picked a barn. No, I need to pick a barn that looks good from both sides. Oh, Julie, you are funny. Okay, so Or one that's closer to the bottom of the page would be good, because, you know, we have a top tuck. So that one's, what do we got? Because this one would be perfect, but it's up too high. And that one, I think it's going to be this one. Okay. So, very simply, I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. Okay. So that will be, oh yeah, I like that. Okay. I like that very much. And let's see. So we are going to there it is. Okay, so I also have make the birds tweet about your home, and it's what you should do. And I was like, oh, and we can put something here. And then the more I thought about it, I really like that. I like that. I think I'm going to decorate this side and cover this to be the journaling side. And I am going to use this really, it's just thick tissue paper. And I'm going to go ahead and put glue down around it. Now when I thought of this, I thought that this tissue paper actually had more crinkle than it does. So I was thinking I would be more crinkly, but that's okay. I'm not going to crinkle it just because it's not. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to layer a second layer, because I can still see it too much. Okay, and I'm going to take that and fold it over. So there, that is more crinkly. I like that. I like that. Now, we could have even made it a pocket, but we didn't. We could always cut it across one side or across the top and get a pocket out of it. And we might have to do that if I made it, if it's too wide, huh? Well, there you go. Okay, so sorry about that. Out of frame. Okay. Oh, got this side to. Okay, so there's the beginning of our two inserts. Does this one fit? That is the big question. No, it doesn't. So guess what? We can have a pocket. We can definitely have a pocket. Okay. Or a float through. So you can actually have a float through. I think a pocket's a better idea though. We'll just make this into a pocket after we make sure that it's going to fit. And it's going to fit. Love it. Okay, so we're going to turn this into a pocket. I'm thinking this side, leave that side open. So this side we're going to go ahead and close it off with our glue. And remember, we do have two pieces, so So it could even be 2 pockets, technically, right? Or we could go ahead and glue down the back one. I think we'll glue it down. And you know, I will put stuff in pockets because I love pockets, and I cannot lie. I will usually, a lot of the times, I will add a pocket. Okay, so there we go. That is that. Okay, so using what we have been saving, it's like, okay, now we need to decorate this. I have this cool piece of red from the calendar. And I'm thinking we can go ahead and put that across that, or we've had a couple of other pieces. Okay, so we have this. And I actually think that I would like to use this instead. And I'm going to put it down here. And I don't want to not use that little rose. So, okay, so we need to clean it up a little. So this is from the house card from the mini challenge in the challenge. This was the house card that I used in that. Okay, and we can go ahead, put that down. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. I have stuff falling all over the place over here. Can you hear it? I want the button. I wish I wasn't so far behind and I could actually like organize some of this stuff. Okay, well, no button. We're just go ahead and I'm gonna cut off a piece of from my my fabric from my shirt. Okay, so it's from my garment, and I'm gonna go ahead and thank you, thumb. Thank you. Okay, there's some good messy thread right there. Ooh, that's cool. Isn't that cool? Good messy thread when you look at that. Okay, so I have this. I'll go ahead and rip it there. Rip it there. Can fray it a little. Okay. And add that like that, like that. And how about a ticket? Because, you know, I like the tickets. Now, I'm thinking, check it out. This can be a pocket down here. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put glue on this. You can use fabric tack, of course. Okay. And I'm decorating this because this is going to be down at the bottom. So you'll actually be able to see this. Okay, and then we'll add our little border thing here. And come up here. Okay. Undo the glue. So just like that. And now we can either, oh, we got glue here. Don't want glue on. Okay, while it's still damp, you can clean it up. After it's dry, not so much. Okay, so there we go. Don't be so messy with your glue as I just was. Okay. Okay, so the problem is we have glue right there on that. I'm going to bring this in. We'll work on this. Okay. Okay, so I want the ticket can go ahead and we can decorate the ticket and it can go in there. And I'm thinking this can come around and maybe one of the, I don't think we need to use the red here, but we can use a green. Okay. So we're past our 3 things that we have to do. Okay, so you can use your strips, pretend like they're washi. You can even add tape to them and turn them into washi. Do the, like we did with the packing tape. Okay. And around and press that down. Okay, I love it. Okay, so we have this piece of our fabric. We have our little ticket. We don't need to keep things around for a long time. So I'm thinking if we go ahead and we take that, I'm going to save that. What if we need, I mean, don't need, but we can add a little red here. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay, let's turn our ticket so it's right side up because, you know, that's one of my things. Okay, so you'll be able to write on there if you want to. And I was going to staple it, but I think so that you can write on it, we'll just go ahead and do a puddle. Put the messy string on the puddle and then add our pears on top of the ticket. And then we can add that. And that's not going to take up much of the journaling room, so staple. Okay. So technically we already have 2 inserts. That's an insert and that's an insert. But I'm really thinking, you know, you should have a bigger insert. So we have this spot that we can put something in. This is going to be able to go right inside there. We are going to want to, unfortunately, cut this because of the fold over there. Okay. Okay, but I like that. If you're here at the premiere, I'm waving. Hi. And say hello to the puppies. Hi, puppies. Well, 3 of them have figured it out. 2 of them, the 2 big ones, no problem. Got to work on the other 2. So this was their first time with food. And Holly, she figured it out right away. She's the one with the little brown spot on her eye, and she is the one that already is spoken for. And then Noelle was the other one that was chowing down. Frankie did try. Frankie's the little brown one. The other one, nope, not so much. Not so much. So that was their first time, and I hope you enjoyed it. Puppy noises and all. And of course you heard Wiley in the background. So I'm so glad you're here today. If this is your first premiere, just know it is a pre-recorded video, and that is awesome. We use the premiere format because we're able to have a live chat. You can join us in that live chat 10:30 every day by hitting that live chat button right below the video, and join us. Come on over, introduce yourself. We'd love to get to know you. We also have our Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Julie Facebook group, and we'd love to have you join us there. You can share your projects, ask questions, get to know more. It is our hub, and so it's the place that we can send you out to the other things that we have going on in this awesome community. So don't forget that the digitals are all on sale, celebrating my 6th year Etsy anniversary, and dun, 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 over 3,000 sales on Etsy. I just can't get over that. So pretty darn awesome, and thank you so much. Thank you so much. So in our Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Julie Facebook group, don't forget to check out in the files section the free digital kit that is there. It's the one that I used in the junk journal, Catching Butterflies. It's part of the Beginner's Junk Journal series, and the digital kit is there while we're home, safer at home. So let's get back to that program. There we go. And so now on to this one. So we have this packaging. It's from Christmas stickers or something. And the cool thing is I won't have to wait to have some paper. We can use this right here. Okay. So there's one. So putting something inside your insert, turning it into a note paper thing, that does count. Okay. Okay, and then we're gonna put this puppy right inside there, right? Yep. Okay, so we'll have a fold out in there, and we won't have any extra scraps. Because I don't want any extra scraps. Okay, let's switch those, and okay, this is our cover. Now, there's several things you could do here. I am going with the easiest, which is to turn this into a flip-flop. Okay, this is not going to be my main flip-flop, but I am going to turn this into a flip-flop. Okay, how are we going to do that with this? We have to pull that out. Okay, so I've got my fold. I'm going to fold it over. I need to make sure that I'm even down here at the bottom, so I get a nice fold here. Okay, so what we have happening is we have a little gutter over here, okay? See that? Now we're going to fold it back like this. Then let's see how this folds. Okay, so we need to cut a little bit of this off, because otherwise it's going to get folded up in that gutter. Okay, so there we still have the fold out. But okay, so we're going to take the first piece and we're going to go ahead and add our glue along that gutter. You want your gutter to be like 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. It can be a little more than that. Make sure you have the front, and place your stuff in the gutter and up into the fold. Okay, so our first page is in, and we are good. So go ahead, fold it over. Fold it over, check it. Okay, we're good. Awesome. Now we're going to take the second one and we're going to do it again. We're going to put, let's get that piece off. Okay. We'll go ahead and put this down like this. Again, take it, fold it up, put this piece into the gutter right on top of the other one. Okay, and I did this because I didn't have any thread already ready. But look at there, I have a little booklet, and I didn't lose any. I lost a sliver of journaling space, so but I'm really happy with that. Okay, and then we are going to go ahead. We need a pocket on the inside, I think. And those are too small. You sound like the Goldilocks. This is too small. This is too big. Okay. Isn't that cool? That's the back of the Pictionary. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. So anyway, we're looking for something to make a pocket out of. There's the small ones. How about the words Barnes? The word Barnes. This is from my little calendar cover, and we can use that, and we can make a pocket. Okay, your pocket counts as one of your things. Your paper counts as one of your things. Okay, so these, they need to be sewn. But she's on these quilted cards. So that will just barely fit in there. Okay. So anyway, I backed all but that one because I didn't have enough paper. But I backed these, and they all need to be sewn. And I did that while we were watching the news. I'm so far behind. It's like I'm doing stuff to try and catch up. Okay, and I'm thinking that one of these for the tab would be cool. Whoa. Okay, and okay, I want the so that and we do have You can go ahead and cut off a little piece of this. This is the onion mesh from one of the bags of onions. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Check it out. I really like this. Okay, so we have our insert, and we've added the barns, the paper, and this. And all that. All of those count. The staple counts, this counts. Like this right here being just added on top of this, if you just, you know, if it was just, and you just added that on top, that would be enough items. But we added the extra. And I'm going to keep this out of this right now while it's drying. And so that is going to be the 2 inserts. Now, if I was going to put this in, I could go ahead and put it in like that as well. Because this already counts as an insert, sort of. And this we can do a flip-flop here. And I mean, there's just so much you can do. But here is our top. So we need to do something to this. This actually needs to have the three things happening on it also. I know what we can use. Now remember, if you did the mini challenge in the challenge, you might have some of your digital left, and you can add that in. Our days are better lighted by loving smiles than by sun. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, and don't forget, I have all these numbers I'm going to be able to use in here also. So I only used 2 digitals in my 2 digital pages. So I only have 2 digital pages that I can use in the journal. But if you use items off of 4 different digital pages, then you can use your up to 4 digital pages. So you make your mini challenge in the challenge, and then we don't want to waste anything. So you can use the digitals that you have left from that part of the mini challenge. And that, the mini challenges, is how we get some more things into our journals. So one of the things I've been doing with this is the yellow ticket. So we can go ahead and keep our, you know, what we've been doing. We can keep that up. So go ahead and do that. I'm surprised that this is not as bulky, this piece. So, and I didn't give you as many things that you had to do this time, hoping that maybe we could stay a little not as bulky, but you do have the inserts. And it's just going to depend on how you make your embellishments as to how bulky you get, I think. Okay, so there's that. So we do have some words on that page. I know, I'm lost. I'm like, I had an idea. Now I'm stuck. Okay, we'll just... Okay, pull these out so we don't accidentally staple them. Okay, so today I showed you how to add a page into to your journal that you don't really want to split down the middle. At the same time, you were able to add a pocket here, and so that pocket can go ahead and hold something that you make. It's going to be awesome. You can still write here, and but you have the full, isn't that awesome? You have the full page there. You'll be able to write here. You can write here. You can write here. You have a pocket that you can add something into here or not, or you can go ahead and glue that shut. Okay, so we've used the box to make our actual tuck. We did our 3 or more embellishing by adding the ticket, the digital that I had left from the mini challenge in the challenge. It's the only way you can use a digital in this challenge so far. And then I had some of the onion bag. And if you want to see more about onions, how you can use them in your junk journaling, that was yesterday's video. So, and then we also made our little booklet. We are good to go here because we added a pocket that says Barnes. We have our tag. Now remember, I am going to sew around that, and we have our flip-flop. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with a flip-flop, I showed you how to do a flip-flop, and so we're going to probably do the same thing right here, but we'll make it a true flip-flop. It'll be attached to this outside piece, and so when we go like this, the papers will actually go over. Okay, so I have an idea. I really liked the windmill here, so I wanted to keep that. You know, this might be a good place for this red. Oh yeah, look at that. That, oh my gosh, I don't know if you saw that. Okay, so there, and then you add the red. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're gonna add this. We're gonna put like it's washi. Adding it to the sides of your calendar pages is also a good idea because it helps to strengthen your pages, just like adding washi would help to strengthen your pages. Okay. And the Mono Tombow liquid glue, your glue gives you strength too. It dries hard, so it gives you strength as well. Okay, so this has nothing to do with the top tuck. It's just making that page look finished to me. Okay, so there we go. That is our top tuck with 2 inserts. And I also added a page into this. So the way that this will go into the journal is this is the binding area. Okay, but we've added that extra page in. Isn't that awesome? So before you've gone ahead and finished up the binding of your journal, you can do things like this. You can come in and go ahead and add something like that. Okay, so there we go. I am loving it, and we have a page ensemble started. Okay, so there is no right or wrong way of doing a junk journal. It is it's about how you feel, how it's like how your hands work, how your mind works. For some people, just getting your pages together, getting them bound and put in, that is such an accomplishment. Then they're able to go ahead and decorate it. Because I am showing you all of these different things, I'm not making the journal in the normal order that I would make a journal. If you want to see how I make a journal in order, if you check out the Beginner's Junk Journal series, I made 6 journals, start to done, every single part of it, unless the video got lost. Start to done, the binding, everything. I did it on camera, and we did that while we were home, safer at home. So for like 4 months, 5 months, something like that, I did 2 videos every day. I did my regular video and I did the Beginner's Junk Journal series. So do check that out. I will go ahead and put the Beginner's Junk Journal series playlist at the end of this video. And I will also see if I can find another way that you can add a top tuck. And that will be added right up here as well. Don't forget that YouTube's going to pick something else that they think you're going to want to see. And it's going to be up there as well. Please pick one or pick someone else's video to watch right after this one, because it really does help my channel. And it makes it so that my videos can be seen to more people. So I want to thank you so much for being here. And I hope you have an amazing day. Find something to celebrate every day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye. Well,